Hey y'all, back again with my second tip of the day. I usually don't do two, but I got it all ready for both videos, so I might as well go ahead and post them both today. I don't know if you hear that, my grandson's in trouble. He's spitting his drink into everything. He's into this phase where he wants to experiment. And anything food and drink should mix, and anything liquid should mix with the solids, and he's putting all the dog food into the dog water. Toddler life, how great it is. Anyway, this tip is about out of sight, out of mind. And I went into it just a little bit yesterday, talking about if your family doesn't do keto, but you do. And it is difficult sometimes when they don't do keto, and you do. And they have a lot of goodies laying around. Like Doritos. I talked to a lady about that yesterday. And she's right. Doritos are so damn hard to resist, especially if you smell them and you see them, and you open the refrigerator and there they are. You open a cabinet and there they are. It can be difficult. And like I was telling her, I'm not perfect. About a month or so ago, maybe 2 months, my husband had bought a lemon meringue pie, which is, y'all know, is yummy as hell. Well, anyway, I resisted. Did not touch it. He left one solid slice in the refrigerator for just about a week. And eventually my resolve broke down and I ate the damn pie. I was ashamed, but I still done it. And of course the next day he's like, hey, where'd my pie go? Asshole. Y'all know it's true though, right? So anyway, as I was talking to her about it, out of sight, out of mind, I realized there's some things I do that, yeah, I know I'm 4. Okay, 7 or 8, somewhere in there. Well, anyway, there are some things that I do that do help me keep things out of sight and out of mind that some people might not think about, and I thought I'd share. Maybe you do think about it. I don't know. My camera froze for a second. Sorry, y'all. Anyway, containers. Now this right here, these are all keto-friendly, sugar-free snacks, Jellos and some of those. Now this one is clear, because all the ones I have like this are clear, but they do make them where they're colored and you can't see through them. You could also wrap something around it too if you wanted to. I don't know, get creative. But just this being in a container like this and up on the top of my refrigerator, I rarely think about it. And if I really start searching for something and damn, I just need something, it's there. And like I said, those are keto friendly. So, well, they're mildly keto friendly. They do have carbs in them. Just know what you've got left for the day in your reserve of carbs. Now this right here is a sewing kit, but I'm just showing you because I actually have buckets like this inside my refrigerator, but they're not holding snacks and stuff. They're actually holding, like, I've got all my meats in one, all my vegetables in one, and all my cheeses in one, so that they're easier for me to locate in the refrigerator because, you know, stuff gets scattered. But anyway, it's just easier for me to locate. But they do make these, again, in colors where, like, if you have to have certain snacks in the refrigerator for your children and they're tempting for you, put them in here. Done deal. You don't even think about them as much, if at all. You'll probably forget they're there unless the kids want one. Now this is my favorite one, although it's kind of a large one. My husband likes potato chips and donuts and stuff like that. And originally I bought it not just to get it out of sight and out of mind, but because we live in the wooded area way back in the middle of nowhere. And if we leave food out, we will get mice. And nobody wants those little devils. So, this was actually one of his Christmas presents, and I loaded it up with his favorite snack foods. And of course, it just has these little open-y things on the side, and it sits at the foot of our bed. And it's got just his chips and his cookies and his donuts and all that in there. And like I said, I didn't buy it to keep it out of sight and out of mind. But 99% of the time, I never even think about that box unless my grandson gets in it, because he knows where Grandpa keeps the snacks. And so yesterday I didn't eat a chip, but it's because he shoved it in my mouth and said, don't spit it out. So, but it's alright, it was one chip. Oh, and if you watched my videos yesterday, you'll know I was all depressed and upset about some water weight. And I have some updates on that, but I'm going to save those for my evening video with